You're getting a moment of silence up there. That's crazy. Yeah, he look like he from Philly. Look like Chris and Neef nephew. Like he go rap. He cheeks for not being able to rap.
Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump to a different witness right now, and we'll circle back to the other witness later. Mr. Zachary, can you please stand and be sworn?
Oh, he can stand up? Damn. Hold up. What? Bro, what, he 6'4"? He got taller?
There's Zach, Quindarrius, Zachary, Zachary.
Slug.
Good afternoon, Mr. Zachary. How are you? Mr. Zachary, hello.
I gotta speak back.
Yeah, what?
Yes, you're going to have to answer questions.
You said question, not speak back, but hey, how you doing?
Okay. Mr. Zachary, would you please tell the jury how old you are?
31.
Right.
What kind of salamander is he? Tap the like button. We got a party.
And where did you grow up?
Atlanta.
What part of Atlanta, Mr. Zachary?
Cleveland Avenue.
Where'd you go to school?
Cleveland Avenue Elementary.
And middle school?
Crawford Lawn.
Did you graduate?
No.
What was the highest grade you completed?
8th. 7-1 on.
Whoa. Yeah, this him.
Mr. Zachary, do you know any of the persons?
I'm hard stamping. This was him on that recording that was talking to y'all. I'm hard stamping it. I just caught it.
In the courtroom today?
Nah.
None of them?
Nope.
All right. Mr. Zachary, let me ask you this. Do you know Shannon Stillwell?
Yeah.
Do you not see him in the courtroom today?
I can't see. I just got to the hospital. You know that. I can't see that far.
Whoa. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. I ain't never heard nobody say, I can't see that far. I just got out the hospital. This might be the spiciest salamander we ever seen, bro. He got the oven on skillet mode right now. Gee.
All right, do you need some glasses, Mr.?
Yeah, they got medicine in and they don't work for me.
Mr. Zachary, were you present a moment ago when the court heard from your doctor?
Yeah.
And did you hear your doctor say anything?
A rambunctious little salamander, ain't he?
You ain't asking what I nodded you.
Sustained as upholstery.
Damn.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 123 Echo. Do you recognize the person that has been depicted in State's Exhibit 123 Echo?
Yeah.
Who is this person?
Shannon.
Damn. Strike.
And I'm going to play you what has been already admitted.
Cameraman dizzy.
As 123 Echo. Mr. Zachary, while we are pulling that up, are you familiar with the person by the name of Jeffery Williams, who also answers to the name Young Thug?
Yeah.
How long have you known him?
15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
Do you consider him your friend?
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Whoa.
And the relationship with him that you have had, has it been good, bad, something in the middle?
It's all right.
All right. Now, when you say all right, does that mean you all have had...
All right. Boy, I slapped Malaysian fire up out your little ass, boy. Oh, well, boy. Yeah, all right. Oh, so now you, you tough Tony today. Oh, all right.
had no disagreements
If I'm all right, then it's all right. All right.
during the time that you've known him?
Shit, everybody had a disagreement.
I agree. Would you consider him a friend?
Yeah, all right.
All right. What does that mean for you?
Cool.
You're cool?
Yeah.
He going viral, baby. He going viral. He just hit the mark.
All right. Do you know a person by the name of Kelvin Watts?
Nah.
You've never heard of Kelvin Watts?
Nickname.
Shell Kel. Do you know a Shell Kel?
Yeah.
All right. How long have you known him?
I don't know him like that.
Damn.
I didn't say how long.
I don't know him like that.
How long have
Relax.
you known of Shell Kel?
I like 2015.
You
All
know.
right. Are you cool with Shell Kel?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Now you chuckled. Why did you chuckle?
I ain't
Yes.
cool with him.
Exhibit displayed on the screen. Are we going to use that exhibit or just?
I'm
Okay.
going.
No.
You actually said you were going to publish it
Yes.
as a, I don't know if it's what it is, a video?
It's a video that has
Are
already
you
been
ready for that?
It in a moment, Your Honor.
Take it
I
off
was
the
just
screen.
completing the questions that I asked.
Can you take it off until we're ready for it?
You playing dirty.
Why did you chuckle when you said Shell? When I asked you about Shell Kel?
I just chuckle. What's the problem?
Yeah.
No, Mr. Zachary.
I can chuckle. It's my teeth.
So you said you're not cool with Shell Kel. Is that what you said?
I don't know him to be cool with him.
Okay. What about Kenneth Copeland? Do you know of a person named Kenneth Copeland?
Nickname.
Woody.
Yeah.
How long have you known Woody?
About 10, 12 years, something like that.
And are you cool with Woody?
He all right.
What does he all right mean?
He cool, he all right.
Okay. What about Diamante Kendrick, Yak Gotti? You know him?
Yeah, he all right.
All right. And is that the same he all right that you mentioned with Mr. Williams and Mr.
Oh,
Stillwell?
objection.
Yeah.
All right.
They all right.
Moontoon or Antonio Sledge. Is he all right too?
You all right too.
Moontoon.
Yes.
Yeah, he all right.
Okay. How long have you known Moontoon?
About 20-something years.
All right. Demekion Garlington.
What about him?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you known him?
About 20 years.
All right.
Damn.
And what is your relationship with him? Is he all right?
He all right.
You cool? Okay. Now, do you have people, friends that you consider more cool or all right than others?
Nah.
No?
Really. Not really.
Okay. So are you equally all right with Jeffery Williams, Shannon Stillwell, Diamante Kendrick, Demekion Garlington, and Antonio Sledge?
Yeah.
Do you know Kelvin Treadwell or O.G. Bentley?
Yo, remind me of Fredo Bang when he be in his interviews.
Dead, ain't?
I don't know, Mr. Zachary.
Whoa. Yo, holler that boy dead. Him and OG Bentley got locked up, y'all. And I forget what happened. Something wasn't right.
His name Bentley?
Yes.
Yeah, I think something happened. I don't know.
You don't know whether you know him?
He's super trolling.
Yeah. Do you know a Demise McMullen?
No.
Do you know a Nard?
Picture?
I'm asking you first. Do you know a Nard?
Yeah, I know a couple of them.
All right. Now, the couple of them that you know, where do you know them from?
Prison.
All right. So if I show you a photograph, that I will mark 503 Yankee, can you tell the jury whether this picture that I'm holding in front of you depicts Nard.
I don't know.
Did you write anything on it?
Look like my name, but I don't know.
Is that your handwriting?
No.
That's not your handwriting?
No.
Okay. Do you remember seeing this picture before?
2015, I can't remember that.
Okay.
He buck.
But you remember knowing Mr. Stillwell in 2015?
You just showed me a clear picture of him.
I understand. You remember knowing him in 2015.
You showed me a clear picture of him.
Can you answer the question?
You showed me a clear picture of him.
So you remember part of 2015?
No, you showed me a clear picture of him.
Mr. Zachary, please answer the question.
I didn't answer the question. You showed me a clear picture of him. That picture just showed me one clear.
All right, Mr. Zachary, listen, she's not asking you now about the picture. She's asking you about something different. So listen to what she's asking and try to answer.
Yeah, I remember 2015.
You do remember 2015?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and play the video that we previously had up on the screen that the court asked us to take down.
That same shit that got Big and Tupac killed, little fuck, nigga. Pussy ass, you gonna get your bitch ass killed.
YSL for life.
Yeah,
Hey, cool that low.
Hey, gang, you bring your pussy ass down here, you gonna see me. I'm at your fucking neck. Fuck anybody.
Mr. Zachary, did you see yourself in that video?
Yes.
And where were you seated in that video?
In the back.
All right. And were you behind Mr. Stillwell?
Yeah.
All right. Did you hear what you said?
What I said?
Did you hear what you said?
No.
All right. Can we play that again?
No. So if you don't know about this clip, they're allegedly talking to Game, the rapper who's a Red Team member and signed to the same mother label, parent label as Young Thug. But this is being introduced as serious evidence. Mind you, they clearly kids. Yeah. I mean, hence, they look way younger than, clearly. But this was promotion, y'all. Real rap. They talking the Game. That boy was a stripper with a tongue ring in his mouth and had already been on a televised TV show at this point. Come on, bro. And this being presented as evidence. Wow.
I didn't hear nobody say black.
What did you hear being said that sounded like Blad, if anything?
Well, when y'all played the video on my trial, y'all say we said black, B-L-A-C-K. So that's what I'm going to go with. That what
We're
y'all
not
say
talking about anything but here today. Do you understand that, Mr. Zachary?
We said black.
What is that? How do you spell it?
B-L-A-C-K.
Okay, so now are you saying that what is being
What trial?
said is B-L-A-C-K?
That's what y'all told me it said.
Okay, Mr. Zachary, I don't want to know what.
Can anybody ever find any footage of Game performing in Atlanta? Does that boy even have a fan base in Atlanta? I ain't even gonna lie.
Anyone told you. I want to know what your understanding of what is.
That's my
being said.
understanding, yes.
That is B-L-A-C-K.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever heard B-L-A-T-T?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard S-L-A-T-T?
I heard of, yeah.
Okay. Ever used it?
No.
Ever been around anybody that used it?
Probably. I don't remember.
Do you remember how they used it if you heard them? No? Okay. I'm going to now show you. Actually, could you tell the jury all the people that were displayed in that video you just saw? Do you need to see it again?
I just saw me and Shannon.
Okay. Did you see it? You didn't see a third person in there?
I saw a third person, but I don't know who that is.
Do you remember when that video was taken?
2015.
All right. Do you remember where you were when it was taken?
In the car.
Where? What city?
Atlanta.
All right. And do you know what it is that you all were talking about?
Say something about game or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about game?
I just heard say game. Can't come to Atlanta or something like that.
Okay.
Which is
And so did you hear yourself or anyone say YSL for life?
I heard it, but I don't know who said it.
Okay. Did you?
Wack was his manager at that point, right? And anybody that's paying attention will know the timeline. Who was Game beefing with before this? Because you know he had a whole bunch of fake beef, right? But we in court today, and they really telling us that these 3 kids in Atlanta that ain't never been out of Atlanta unless they was traveling with their homeboy is beefing with Game and banning him. But yet, in the same RICO, they telling us that Shannon was getting ran down on, you know what I mean, and he couldn't even stop what he had going on inside the city. Come on, bro. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Ask anyone on the video what that means, what you talking about?
What do you mean?
I'm asking you if at any time in that car you said, what do you mean YSL for life?
No.
Okay.
I probably was high. I probably ain't paying attention that time.
Did you hear yourself talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you sound high to yourself?
What?
Did you sound high?
I'm saying the video I probably was. We made the video.
All right, Mr. Zachary. I'm going to show you what has been marked as an admitted, and this is a screenshot, Your Honor, as State's Exhibit 441 Yankee. Do you recognize the people who are displayed in 441 Yankee, the screenshot?
Yes.
Who is that displayed in 441 Yankee?
Me and Moonton.
All right.
Little strip ass nigga. We ain't really going back to no nigga. You little bitch ass nigga. I know who you is.
Keep in mind, she prepped a long time for this. It's not going how she playing. Remember that. Look, he actually maintaining real strong. Now he a whole duck, but we'll see how it's gonna pan out.
I'm gonna show you what has been marked, my apologies, as 477 Yankee. Would you take a look at 477 Yankee?
Yes, I see it.
All right. Can you see, without telling the jury out loud, the name at the top?
YSL G. Oh.
Okay. And can you see the caption at the bottom? Don't read it out loud at all.
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize this post?
Yes.
All right. And how do you recognize this post? Where was it made?
I look like a club.
And where was this post placed on social media?
Look like Instagram.
Was it your Instagram account?
Yeah.
Is it a fair and accurate copy of the post on your Instagram account?
Yes.
State tenders 477 Yankee.
It's admitted.
We're going to permission to publish.
You may.
Thank you. And if Ms. Knight, you would blow up the bottom portion. Mr. Zachary, would you tell us what time and date is shown on that photograph, 477 Yankee?
I can't see it.
If I put it before you here, can you see it right there?
7:02 p.m. February 26, 2015.
All right. And can you see, if I hold it here, what caption is under that post?
Yes, want me to say that out loud?
Now you can say that.
Remember all you niggas sleeping on us.
What else does it say?
YSL Thug on one.
All right. And if you would, Ms. Knight, bring the photograph down. Would you please tell the jury who is shown in this photograph from left to right as Ms. Knight puts the icon over each face? Who is that?
Mr. Williams.
All right. And what else do you call him?
Thug.
And who is that in the middle?
Moonton.
All right. And who is that on the end?
Me.
All right. Now, is there an emoji after Thugger 1?
I can't see. You gotta show
I'm
me.
going to bring it up again. Can you see it on here? Ms. Knight, can you blow up the emoji?
Like a bird.
It looks like a bird. Blow it up, Miss Knight, all the way. That's as far as it'll go. Does it look like a snake at all?
No, I look like a little green rubbery ducky.
Okay. Do you typically use green rubbery duckies?
I use green anything.
What's special about green to you?
Cause I drink green lean.
Okay. Do you use other green emojis?
Hearts.
All right. And do you use red emoji?
Everybody use the red heart.
Do you, why didn't you answer the same way about everybody uses green hearts?
You said, why I use them? You ain't asked me about nobody else.
All right. So do you use red hearts?
Yes.
All right. Do you use any other emojis like that in your posts?
You every emoji on the emoji app.
Now, the name YSL, how long have you had that as your Instagram handle? YSL Lil D.
I like 2015, 2014.
Okay. And do you know how long Moontemp has had a handle YSL Temp?
I don't know.
When you first started using YSL Lil D, what did you mean for it to represent?
Shoot. What you mean? Like, what I meant for it, meant?
What did it mean when you started using the name YSL Lil D?
I was hanging around. That's around the time I changed my name. I was going to show Mr. Williams stuff. That's when I changed my name to YSL for like the record label.
For the record label? What shows were you going to Mr. Williams?
A lot of them.
A lot of them. Had you, before going to shows with Mr. Williams, had you gone to those type of shows before with anyone else?
Not with nobody performing, no.
Okay. So are those shows that you remember because you hadn't done it before?
Yes.
All right. So what was the first show you went to with Mr. Williams?
I don't remember.
All right. Do you remember when it was? No. All right. So do you know a person by the name of Bug or that calls himself YSL Bug?
Nah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you, have you ever made a post, I just bought some new guns and got rid of some friends, you don't want to live my life, under the name YSL Lil D?
I don't know. That's a full one. I don't know. I don't remember.
You said that's a what one?
A full one?
What does that mean?
I don't remember.
What is did you say fool?
Yeah. Caption. Like, I probably would have said something like that.
Okay. What would it have meant if you had said something like that?
Exactly what he said.
Explain further.
Exactly what he said.
All right. And when you say exactly what it said, what does getting some new guns and getting rid of some friends have to do with one another?
Shoot, I don't know. I probably heard it in the song.
What song?
I said I probably heard it in the song.
Okay. Now, do you remember when you got your first gun?
Probably like 14.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 504 Yankee. State's Exhibit 504 Yankee. Is that the post that you made? You got to say yes or no out loud.
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember when you made it?
I don't even remember that picture.
But do you remember the post?
It's on my page.
Okay. Is it a fair and accurate copy of the post on your page?
Yeah.
All right. State tenders 504 Yankee.
Admitted.
Thank you. Mr. Zachary, have you ever heard of a group called 30D?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what is 30D?
A group from Canterville.
What kind of group?
I don't down know.
Do you know who all was a part of that group?
No.
Was Damikian Garlington a part of that group?
She probably was.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as 476 Yankee. Do you recognize the photograph shown in 476 Yankee?
Yeah.
Do you recognize whose page is posted on?
Yeah.
Whose page is it posted on?
Mine.
Is it a fair and accurate copy of the posting on your page?
Yeah.
State tenders 476 Yankee.
Admitted.
On 476 Yankee, could you read at the bottom the time and date that it was made?
10:04 p.m. May the 6th, 2015.
All right.
Got locked up that day.
What now?
Nah.
You said you got locked up that day?
Yeah.
What did you get locked up for?
A gun.
Where was that gun?
What you mean? Where was it?
Where was the
It was on me.
Where on you?
In the car.
Who were you in the car with?
I don't remember.
Were you in the car with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so.
And were her initials SG?
Yeah.
All right. How long had you dated SG at that time?
I don't remember.
What kind of gun did you have?
I don't even remember. I just know I had a gun.
Do you know how many guns you've bought over the years?
I don't know.
Where were you when you got locked up?
On Cleveland.
Do you remember where on Cleveland?
At the BP.
All right. Is it the BP at 151 Cleveland Avenue?
I don't know the address.
Do you remember at some point asking or meeting Detective Gaither after you got arrested at that BP?
No.
Do you remember ever talking to or meeting a Detective Dennis?
Yes.
Do you know who Detective Gaither is?
Yes.
How do you know who Detective Gaither is? Have you met her before?
Damikian Garlington auntie was fucking her. I mean, excuse me, Judge. But they had a relationship.
So, were you ever present during any of what you just described? And Your Honor, actually, I asked that that be struck from the record.
You say how I know?
Have you ever witnessed any of that?
Yeah, he told
You
me.
were in the room?
He told me.
Okay, Your Honor, I'd ask that this hearsay be stricken from the record.
It's stricken.
Thank you. Do you have some kind of, are you saying you haven't had any interaction with Detective Gaither?
You say how did I first hear about her?
You said you didn't know her.
You say how did I first hear about her?
Did you know her?
Not before then, no.
Okay. Have you ever sat in an interview room with her?
Yes.
All right. And have you sat in an interview room with Detective Dennis?
Yes.
Have you sat in an interview room with Detective Dennis and Detective Gaither?
Yes.
All right. Do you know how many times you sat in the room with Detective Dennis and Detective Gaither?
Not that many.
Was it after you got arrested with that gun on Cleveland Avenue?
No, it was not.
Was it before?
No, it was way after.
Oh, okay, so it was way after. Okay. Was it in 2015?
Yes.
Was it in August of 2015?
Yes.
Did you ask to speak with Detective Gaither and or Detective Dennis?
No. What the hell? I'm gonna call 911 so you speak to the police?
Were you incarcerated in August of 2015?
Yes.
Were you in jail when you asked or when you spoke with them?
I ain't asked to speak with nobody.
Were you in jail when you spoke with them?
Yes.
Did you speak with them in an interview room?
Yes.
Was it, to your knowledge, in a room where you were being recorded?
Probably so, yes.
Okay. And did you talk with them?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as Stacy's Exhibit 471 Yankee, but not admitted. Do you recognize what has been shown and marked as 471 Yankee?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
It's on my page.
All right. Is it a fair and accurate copy of what's on your page?
Yes.
State tenders 471 Yankee. Is that
Admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
All right. Who is shown in 471 Yankee?
Me and Mickey.
All right. And what's that in Demikion's hand, in his right hand?
A gun.
What's that in your right hand?
A gun.
All right. And what do you have at the bottom? Can you read the caption? Bring it up.
They can forward us if they want. We bring the homicide.
Who'd you tag?
30 D.
All right. It's 30 D Demikion Garland.
Yes.
All right. Who is the they you were talking about?
That's a song. That Lil Wayne.
Okay. So when you did that and pointed the gun at the camera, what was the reason you did that?
That's a song. I just told you on the last thing it probably was a song.
Okay. What was the name of that song?
So whatever they want, we bring the homicide. Word to my mama told her to get it, not the game is like coming out of a
What's
coma.
the name of the song?
Right. I don't know the name. That's Lil Wayne song though.
Okay. And so when you pointed that at the camera, you didn't mean for it to display anything. You just wanted to put the songs up there.
Most of my pictures gonna be with songs.
Okay. In 2015, January 2015, specifically January 10th, 2015, do you recall where you were?
In the house.
Now, when you say in the house, what house?
My mama house.
All right. How do you remember that?
Cuz, what you mean? I know I was in the house. Cause I was sick.
Okay. So, did you stay in the house all day?
Yes.
Do you remember anything else happening on January 10th, 2015?
No.
Do you know who Donovan Thomas is?
Yes.
Do you know when he was killed?
2015 sometime.
Do you remember it being January 10th, 2015?
It probably was.
Do you remember when you heard about Donovan Thomas being killed?
Probably the same day.
Do you remember how you heard about it?
I think somebody called me.
Do you remember where you were when they called?
I was at home. I just told you that.
Do you remember who it was that called you?
Probably months on.
I'm showing you what has been admitted as State's Exhibit 482 Yankee. You recognize the post in 482 Yankee for the picture.
Yes.
All right. And who is depicted in that picture?
Me, Shannon, and Yet.
Okay. And what date was that post made?
March 8th, 2015.
All right. And whose page was it made on?
OG, underscore Bull.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Now, is this a fair and accurate depiction of the way you, Shannon, and Yak looked in this photograph at the time it was taken?
I guess. Oh, what you mean?
Is this a fair and accurate copy of them?
Yeah.
All right. State tenders 482 Yankee.
It's admitted without objection.
Do you remember what time it was when you learned Donovan Thomas had been killed?
Right around the time he got killed.
And what time do you remember that being?
I don't remember.
And you still don't remember who it was that called you?
I told you probably months on.
You said probably, not it was.
Probably him, probably. I don't. Probably.
happened after you got the call?
I went back to sleep.
For how long?
Rest of the night.
Did you go anywhere after that?
No.
What did you do the next day?
I don't remember the next day. I think we went somewhere, went out of town or something.
And who is we?
Me, I don't remember where I went. I know, I think Mr. Thug, we went, had a show.
Who else?
Shoot, it was a couple of us.
Okay. Did Shannon go?
Yeah, I think he went.
Did Yak go?
9 times 10, he went, yeah.
Did Woody go?
I don't remember where Woody went. Probably so. I think he came probably a few days later or something.
Did Moonton go?
No.
What show was it?
I don't know, some show in Florida.
Now, at the time, were you performing in that show?
No.
Did you have any, were you employed by anyone who performed in the show?
No, but I used to help out.
Help out who?
Like with the clothes and stuff.
Help out who?
The record label. Mr. Williams.
Okay. And how did you help out with the clothes and stuff?
Selling the clothes.
Right. And what kind of clothes would you sell?
Stoner t-shirt, stuff like that.
Did you ever sell pre-Roscoe gear?
You know, I was locked up and Roscoe got locked up. I'm a silly t-shirt.
Okay. But do you know about pre-Roscoe gear?
No.
Other than stoner gear, have you ever sold any other kind of gear?
I think some, I don't remember. I just know whatever t-shirt they had.
Do you ever sell anything with slime on it?
No.
Have you ever used slime in the context of this record label?
No.
Have you ever used slime in any other context?
Have I used it?
Yes, you.
Probably so.
And how are you using it?
I don't remember.
Have you ever heard Shannon use it?
No.
Have you ever heard Thug use it?
I think in the song, yeah.
Have you ever heard Yak use it?
Probably in the song.
Have you ever heard Nard use it?
Who is Nud?
Demise and Monk.
You gotta show me a picture. I told you that.
Do you know a person by the name of Justin Cobb who also answers to the name Doo-Wop?
You gotta show me a picture.
Is that a no or a yes?
You gotta show me a picture. I told you that.
Okay, so right now you don't know until you
Right now, I don't know until I see a picture.
Okay. After you got arrested with that gun on Cleveland Avenue, and let me ask you this. Do you remember buying the gun at a pawn shop?
Yes.
Do you remember which pawn shop?
Yes.
Which one?
Arrowhead.
All right. How many guns did you buy at Arrowhead pawn shop?
About 3.
All right. Were they all the same kind?
No.
All right. What were they? What kinds were they?
I don't know.
Were they long guns or handguns?
I think both.
All right. How many long guns did you buy?
2.
All right. Now, the gun in the video with you and Moulton talking about Kale. Did you see that?
Yes.
All right. Was that one of the guns you bought?
No.
All right. Now, was the gun in that video similar to one of the guns you bought?
No.
All right. Did you give one of your guns or sell one of your guns to Ken Cole?
Let him borrow a gun, yes.
Okay. When did you let him borrow your gun?
I think I was out of town, and he just ended up keeping it.
Do you remember around the time it was?
2015?
Do you remember around what month?
No.
When you spoke with Detectives Gaither and Dennis,
What you mean always at the same place?
Was it always at the same place, at the Atlanta Police
I only spoke with them probably 1 or 2 times. I ain't no always at no same place. No.
Those 1 or 2 times, was it at the same place?
I think so.
Okay. Did you ever speak with them, either Detective Gaither or Detective Dennis, individually outside of that place?
No.
All right. And did you ever individually reach out to either one of them outside of that place?
No.
When you said that you traveled with Shannon Thug, possibly Yak.
I think Mr. Williams already there. And he's in Florida, he was already there.
He was already there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when did you go in relation to January 10th?
I don't know, it was the next morning. Yeah.
And when did Mr. Williams go?
I don't know, I just know he was already there.
So was he there on January 10th?
I just told you he was already there when I got there.
I'm asking.
We got there late on that night, the next night.
Was he there on January 10th?
I don't know.
When you say we, so did you, Shannon, and Yak travel together?
Yes.
How did y'all get there?
I think a Sprinter or something like that.
Who purchased the Sprinter?
I don't damn know. I mean, I don't know.
Did you purchase it?
No.
Was that the first time you was ridden in a Sprinter with Shannon or Yak?
No.
How often have you ridden in a Sprinter with Shannon and Yak?
I don't know.
When you rode in the other Sprinters with Shannon and Yak, where were you going?
I don't know. Probably so.
Okay. And so who paid for those Sprinters?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you know where Mr. Williams lived during January of 2015?
Yeah.
How many residents did he have?
One that I know of.
Where was it?
Downtown.
What was it called?
I think Sky House.
What kind of place was it? An apartment, a condo, a standalone house, or something else?
Condo.
All right. Do you remember what floor he lived on?
No. Yeah, I think.
Which one?
RICO or something like that.
Okay. Do you know who else, if anyone lived with him?
Lived with him?
Yes. Lived with Mr. Williams?
I don't know.
All right. How often did you visit Sky House?
A lot.
When did you first start visiting Sky House?
Probably when he first got it. I don't
Which
know.
was when?
I don't know.
Was it in 2014?
Yes.
Was it early part of 2014 or the latter?
I don't know.
When you say you went a lot, would that mean more or less than 5 times a week?
Probably more.
Would it mean more or less than 10 times a week?
No, I ain't went no 10 times a week.
So between 5 and 10 times a week you visit?
Yeah.
Now, when you went, how did you get there? Did you drive? Did you walk? How did you get there?
I drove.
What kind of car did you drive?
I don't know.
Did you have your own car on January 10th?
I always had my own car.
What kind of car did you have during that time?
I don't remember.
How many cars have you had?
I don't remember.
Did you ever drive any of Thug's cars?
I think a van, Sprinter van or something before.
A Sprinter van?
Yeah.
Did you drive it down to a show or something?
I drove it somewhere. I don't know.
Okay. Is that the only type of car of his that you've driven?
Yes.
Do you know about any cars that Thug has rented?
You gotta be more specific.
I mean any cars that Thug has rented.
I don't know he rent no car.
Do you know of any cars that maybe his manager has rented?
I don't know who rent the car. He probably had. I don't saw with rentals, but I ain't never just no rental.
Okay. So what rentals have you seen with thugs?
I think a vet.
A vet?
Yeah.
What kind of vet?
A vet, a Corvette.
What color do you remember?
Gray, I think.
Do you remember what year it was that you saw that Corvette?
I think 2014, 2015, one on.
So late 2014 or early 2015?
Yes.
Did you see any other cars that Thug rented or thugs that were rentals after the vet?
I don't know if he rented them.
That's not what I asked. Did you see any other rentals of thugs, regardless of who rented them for?
I don't know if they were his. I just know somebody told me.
Did you ever ride in a car you believe to have been rented by thugs men?
I rode in a car with Woody.
When?
January the 9th, I think.
Okay.
I never saw Mr. Williams in the car. I don't know if it was his rental or not.
So if you said you don't know what now?
If it was his rental or not. If that's what you're trying to put it as.
Just asking questions. What time of day or night did you ride in a car with Woody?
I don't remember the time. It was nighttime.
It was nighttime? How did you know it was, why did you bring that up in terms when I asked you how thugs run?
Because I know you're trying to get it.
Why do you know what I'm trying to get at?
How many people you don't sit up and ask these same questions?
Have you been sitting here watching people testify?
No.
Then why are you asking me that question? What kind of car was it that you rode in with Woody on January the 9th at night?
It was a car, photo car.
What now?
It was a car.
Was it a vet?
No, it was a photo car.
A four-door car?
Yeah.
Was it a silver four-door car?
I think like dark gray or something like that. I don't remember.
Was it an Infinity four-door car?
Yes, I think so.
Was it an Infinity Q50?
Yes,
Right.
I think so.
Now, where did you ride with Woody in this car?
We went to put on some females.
Where? Would you?
You just, I said, well,
Atlanta?
yeah, Atlanta.
What part of Atlanta?
Shoot. The west side.
The west side?
Yeah.
And when you say the west side, can you tell the jury, please, what streets or areas you mean?
I don't remember what street. I know the Expressway.
The expressway?
Like 20 West.
20, okay. And where you were going 20 west?
Yeah.
Right. Who was driving?
Woody.
All right. Was Woody driving carefully?
He'll never drive carefully.
Okay. So was he driving any less carefully that night?
Can you just get to what you asking me? 'Cause I don't understand all that.
Driving recklessly that night.
He always drive like that.
All right. So he drove recklessly that night too.
All the time.
Did he spin out that night?
Yes.
Does he always spin out?
Yes.
Okay. And when he spun out, did you all hit anything?
Hit some cones in the Expressway.
Okay. And when you hit the cones in the expressway, did any part of the car fall off?
I think the bumper.
All right. And what happened when the bumper fell off? Did either of you get out and put it back on?
Yeah.
All right. Now, to your knowledge, did Thug allow anybody else to drive that Infinity?
I just told you I never saw Thug in the car. Oh, you know, Woody just told me that was Thug car. I never saw the car around him.
When you said that you spoke with Investigator Gaither and Investigator Dennis in August of 2015, did you tell them, or rather, did Investigator Gaither ask you who Thug allowed to drive the Infinity while it was in his possession.
And I told them
That's
only.
yes or no before you get to what you told them.
You say, repeat
The
it.
investigator Gaither asked you who Thug allowed to drive the Infinity while it was in his possession.
Yes.
Right. And did you give them an answer?
I told them I'm the person that ever saw in the car with Woody.
Did you ever tell them Nard, Gat, Shannon, and Dua?
Oh, I lied.
I'm asking you if you ever told them
If
that.
I did, I lied.
Do you remember telling them that?
If I did, I lied.
I'm asking you a different question.
Yes, I lied.
So you remember?
Overruled.
You remember telling them that?
Yes, I lied.
Okay. Now, did you also tell them that Nard, Gat, Shannon, and Dua were supposed to meet Yat's girl Gucci?
Yes, I lied.
All right. Now, did you tell them about spinning out on the highway?
Who?
Did you tell Detective Gaither and Dennis about spinning out in the Infinity
I think
with Woody on the night
Yes.
of January the 9th,
Yes.
2015?
Yes.
Did you lie about that?
No.
What made you lie about one thing, in your words now, and lie not about another thing?
Because my friend came to me with a play.
A play?
Yeah.
Who was your friend?
Garlington.
Garland. Now, how long did you tell me you had known Garlington?
Over about 20 years.
And what month and year did he come to you with a play?
When he got out of jail,
When was that?
it was summer 2015.
Do you remember what month?
Nah.
Now, you said you were equally close with, did I hear you wrong? You were equally cool with Garlington, Thug, Yak, Shannon.
Yes, I think I said that.
Is that not the case anymore?
What you mean?
Overruled.
I think that's a misstatement. I think he was asked right now, and he said equally cool, but Miss Love is posing it as back in 2015, so I think we need clarity on that.
Okay. Can you please make sure that your question is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Back in 2015, August 2015, were you equally cool with Demekion Garlington, Shannon Stillwell, Diamante Kendrick, and Justin Cobb?
No.
Who were you the coolest with?
Garlington.
Were you cooler with Kenneth Copeland or Shannon Stillwell?
Copeland.
Okay. And when you say that you were cooler with Copeland than Shannon, which one had you known longer?
Copeland.
All right. And which one had you hung out with the most?
Copeland.
All right. How often did you hang out with Shannon?
Not often.
How often did you hang out with Yak?
Not often.
How often did you hang out with Duop?
Not often.
All right. Now, where were you when Demekion came to you with the play?
I had just picked him up. We probably gonna Cleveland.
Okay. So was this before May 6th or May 7th of 2015?
I think it was after.
It was after? When after?
It gotta be the summer sometime. I don't know. Before after May probably. It had to be after May because I was locked up in May. And probably before I got locked up in August, I don't know.
Did you get out between May and August?
Yeah, I just said I got out.
When did you get out?
Like May the 20th or something.
Okay. And when you picked him up, Garlington that is, how did you pick him up?
On my bike.
Okay, what kind of bike?
On BMX.
All right.
Yeah.
And where'd y'all go?
The park.
Yeah.
And what time of day or night was it?
Day.
Early morning?
Yeah.
Late afternoon?
Probably evening.
Evening time? Okay. Who else was around?
Just me and him.
Okay. In August of 2015, do you know how many shows you had gone to with Thug?
A lot.
Had he paid your way to any of those shows?
What you mean, pay my...
Had he paid for you to go down to any of those shows?
How you got to pay to get in your own show? That don't make sense.
You got to pay to travel, don't you?
I mean, no, sometimes Moncton drive his car. You know, it just depends on whoever driving.
Okay, but like in January of 2015, Moncton didn't go, so did Thug pay?
I don't know who paid. I didn't know I rode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever get paid any money by YSL?
No.
Got her.
And so when you sold clothes for YSL,
I helped them out, yes. As
you didn't get paid for that either?
I did that as a favor.
Okay. Did you ever receive any free entry to Thug shows?
Lady.
I'm pretty sure if it's your show, whoever get in free, whoever come with you get in free.
That might be so, but I'm asking you if you got in free to Thug shows.
I don't know. I just went.
Did you pay anything out your pocket?
No.
Okay.
Never.
So in August of 2015, were you more cool or less cool with Thug than you were any of the other people that I named?
I ain't never said nothing to y'all about Thug.
I'm asking you right here, right now, were you cool with Thug in August of 2015?
Yeah.
All right. Were you more or less cool with Thug than you were any of the other people I've named?
Probably more.
How much more?
And more as I've been knowing him longer.
Okay. You've been knowing Thug longer than Moncton?
No.
Have you been knowing Thug longer than Garlington?
No.
Have you been knowing Thug longer than Woody?
Yes.
Did you meet Woody through Thug or Thug through Woody?
No.
How much longer had you been knowing Thug than Woody?
Probably about 4 or 5 years.
Right. So that would mean you met Woody in what year again?
I mean, we like 2013.
Okay. And that would put you at having met Thug when?
About 2009, something like that.
2009. Where were you living? Were you living on Cleveland Avenue then?
Yes.
And where was he living? Thug.
I don't know.
Okay. Did you ever visit his house back then?
No.
Okay. Did you ever know him to live or to hang out on Cleveland Avenue back then?
Yes.
All right. Did you know of a group called Rock Crew back then?
Yes.
Right. And did you know that group to stand for Raised on Cleveland?
Shit. Yeah.
Okay. Was Trontavia Stevens a part of that group?
I don't know.
Do you know Tick?
Yes.
How long have you known him?
20-some years.
Have you known him more or less than you've known Thug?
More.
All right. Did you ever know Tick to be a member of Rock Crew?
Yes.
All right. How'd you know Tick was a member of Rock Crew?
Shit. I don't know.
Well, why did you tell this jury that he was a member of Rock Crew?
I just thought he was. Shit, if he went, my bad.
Okay.
Everybody just used to hang around.
What did everybody hang around doing?
At the park.
What park?
Cleveland Avenue.
All right. Was Quentin Porter a part of Rock Crew?
Yes.
When did you first hear about the group Rock Crew?
I don't know.
Did you know about it in 2009?
Yes.
2012?
Yes.
All right. Did it still exist in 2015?
Yes.
All right. And was Tick still a member?
I don't know. You just said you wasn't no member, so I don't know.
Then how do you know it still exists?
I just say I assumed because everybody was hanging around.
Who all was hanging around?
Sure, a lot of people. Everybody, Cleveland Avenue.
Everybody. Name 2 or 3 of the people.
June Boyd, Larry, and Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
None of the ones we named earlier.
They not from Cleveland.
Okay. You're from Cleveland. Were you a member of Rock Crew?
I'm not from Cleveland.
Where are you from?
Capitol Home.
Okay. Now,
Got her.
was Rock Crew, what kind of group was
Stolen.
Rock Crew?
A R&B group.
An R&B group?
Yeah.
What kind of music, what kind of songs did they put out?
A lot.
Okay, which ones?
I don't remember that joint 13 years ago.
Who were the artists in Rock Crew?
Quinn Porter.
Who else?
That's all I remember.
Did Tick ever sing with Rock Crew?
I don't remember.
Did you know about a R&B group or any other kind of singing group called Red Cartel?
Yeah, that was a record label, yeah.
Was it a record label?
Yeah.
Who was a member of that record label, Red
I don't
Cartel?
know. I don't know.
Then how you know it was a record label?
Because I heard
You heard what?
the songs before.
Okay. What songs?
I don't know. Yeah, it's been a long time. You talking about something over 15, 13 years ago.
Okay. Was Red Cartel and Rock Crew the same kind of record label as YSL?
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
It's not my... That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
You didn't get paid.
I know it.
Got her. Interception.
How are you able to say that each of these are rap groups, R&B groups, record labels?
Shit, they had songs out.
Okay. Did they have the same members?
I don't know.
Did you know anybody who claimed one or more of these groups?
I know Quinn Porter.
Did Quinn Porter claim more than one of those groups?
No.
So is the answer no? You didn't know anybody who claimed both? Did you ever know Tick to claim Rock Crew and YSL?
I know him claim YSL.
Did you hear yourself earlier say he was Rock Crew too?
But you said he won. So I ain't want to put that on him.
Do you remember telling the jury that he was?
But you said he won. So I ain't going to say he is.
I'm asking you if you remember telling the jury that.
You said he wasn't. That's why I'm going to put it on if you
Listen
saying
to
he
the
wasn't.
question she's asking.
I'm
and answer
answering,
the
Judge.
question.
I'm answering him.
No, listen to the one she's asking right now and answer that one.
Do you remember telling the jury that Tick was Rock Crew?
And then I remember telling him I don't know.
Have you ever seen Rock Crew and YSL tattooed on Tick's body?
I ain't looking at no man body.
Yeah.
Was that enough?
No.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, champ.
Did you know about Donovan Thomas being associated with any groups?
No. I don't know if he... What you mean associated? What that mean?
A part of, hang out with, a member of?
I don't think I remember. I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the group called If Game?
Yes.
He had a record
Is
label.
it a record label too?
I don't know.
Do you know whether Donovan Thomas was a member of it? You have to answer.
You know
I'm
Birdman.
thinking about it.
Donovan Thomas be with Birdman.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember ever telling Detective Gaither and Detective Dennis in August that Donovan Thomas was a member of the gang?
I lied.
Now, you said that quickly. If you don't know or have to think about whether he was a member of that gang today, how can you
Because I'm
say,
pretty sure you wouldn't be asking me that I ain't said, so I lied.
Mr. Zachary,
I didn't answer your question.
to ask you to allow me to ask the questions and you answer them, okay? So, if you don't remember whether Donovan Thomas was a member of his gang, how can you so quickly say today you lied when you said he was, if you told the police that?
Because if you said I told the police that, then I lied.
How do you know you lied if you don't know today that he was a member?
Because I just can't say nobody no member. You just told me that was the same thing with Tit.
Bentley, did you know Bentley having a spot on Cleveland, on Oak Drive?
Yes.
And where on Oak Drive was that?
I don't know. I just know it was on Oak.
How often, if at all, did you go there?
Every day.
How cool were you with Bentley in August of 2015?
Not at all.
So why did you go to his spot every day?
Because it wasn't necessarily a spot. Everybody just be on his street.
I'm sorry, what?
It wasn't necessarily his spot. Everybody just be on a certain street.
Okay, so you did not go to his spot on Oak Drive every day?
I ain't go, like, everybody should be outside.
Okay. Who is everybody?
The whole Mr. Cleveland Avenue.
Were there any people who weren't YSL that were out there?
I don't know who YSL that was out there.
You didn't see any people who were YSL who were out there?
No.
Do you know whether Duop was YSL?
Who is Duop? You gotta show me a picture. You said you're gonna show me a picture.
Do you know whether Yak is YSL?
Yeah, I think he signed to him.
Do you know whether Shannon is YSL?
I never told y'all Shannon YSL.
I said, do you know whether he is?
No.
He is or is not?
He's not.
So, have you ever heard Shannon claim YSL?
No.
So, do you have to be signed to YSL to be YSL?
You gotta ask them that.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. I'm not YSL.
Then why do you call yourself YSL Lil D?
I told you I was just really selling clothes and stuff. Like, I just wanted to be, I don't know. I just wanted shoes. I changed my name that. Yes, I was a groupie. I was a fan. Yes.
Were you a fan in 2009?
Yes.
What was he doing that made you a fan?
He was rapping. He was rapping.
Was he famous?
No.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, you're here in
There you
orange
go.
jumpsuit. Why?
Nail in the
Why are you
coffin.
in an orange jumpsuit?
Nail in the coffin. Tap the like button. Nail in the coffin.
Because the jury doesn't know.
Because you locked me up.
And why?
I don't know.
Were you subpoenaed to come to court?
Yo, if this was wrestling, he just Undertaker. Yeah, he just did the Undertaker on her. Yeah, it's over for the night. It must be 9:55. The show over.
Subpoena, then y'all told me I was on another subpoena up on an old judge. Y'all wanted me to voluntarily take a subpoena. What I'm a volunteer and take a subpoena for?
Did you tell your father to tell us you weren't gonna come?
My father, he grown man. He tell you what he want to tell you. I ain't telling that.
Were you with him when he said you weren't gonna come?
No.
Do you know whether he offered to call anybody?
You want to get my dad up here?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you want to get him up here.
Yeah. No,
You know why.
Him as a witness.
You know why.
No, put him on the witness list.
You know why.
Nope, he on the witness
So you're
list
not going to
now.
tell the jury?
Nah, we getting him on now.
Was your father with you when you talked to Gaither and Dennis in August 2015?
No.
Did you live with your father in August 2015?
No.
Who did you live with in August 2015?
Myself.
Did you live with SG at any time?
Yes.
August 2015.
Yes.
Where did you all live?
I don't remember.
You said that you were closest with Moulton, or you were coolest with Moulton. All right. Were you coolest with Moulton in April 2015?
April. Yes.
And were you cooler with Moulton than you were, say, Shannon?
Yes.
Now, in April 2015, were you also cooler with Demekion?
Yes.
April 28th, 2015. Do you remember being with those people?
Yes.
Where?
Don't we call our case? We was in the car together.
What kind of car?
I don't remember what kind of car.
What did you have in the car?
A gun.
How many?
2, 3, 1 on.
And what time did you all get in the car together? Daytime or nighttime?
Night.
Was it after 10 o'clock at night?
Yes.
Had either you or either one of the people you were in the car with been to Club Crucial early?
I think they was.
So how did you end up in the car with them?
Came and got me.
Did you ask them to come and get you?
Yes.
Why did you ask them to come and get you?
Because somebody had shot up my cousin's house.
Where did your cousin live?
On Campbellton.
All right, and who is your cousin?
Alexis Bryant.
All right. Why did you tell them to come get you if you had your own vehicle?
Because my girlfriend was in mine.
Your girlfriend was in yours?
Yes.
All right.
No, I'm wrong. Because I was going to get in the car with my girlfriend. I was getting dropped off to her.
Okay. And so, did you have guns?
Yes.
How many guns total were in the car?
I know I had 2.
And did you see any more?
Demekion had 1.
Were you wearing dreads during that time?
No.
Okay. So, where did they pick you up from?
Cleveland Avenue.
Where on Cleveland?
The store, I think.
Which store?
BP.
Was that the same one you were at with that gun?
Yes.
Before you got arrested in May?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you just normally hang out at the BP with guns?
Yes.
All right. So, when they came and got you, what did
Yes.
you do, Your Honor?
Yes.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out who we're talking about.
Your Honor, I, first of all, asked him about people, and then I referred to those people specifically.
All right.
So,
Who are those people?
Your Honor, I'd ask Phil not to continue the question. He'll have no problem.
So is it a vagueness objection?
Yes, it's Vegas.
Your Honor, I was specific. I asked him about a specific set of people.
I don't know
and
what-
I specifically referred to them.
Yeah, why
Maybe.
would we want to know
I'm
what
s-
we're talking about?
Do you want to re-clarify, please?
I can continue, and then I can ask a separate set of questions. Of course, Mr. Sharp has him on cross.
Well, I think we should be clear about what we're talking about right now.
Ask.
Thank you. Go ahead and clarify.
When I asked you about Garlington, Moncton, and Shannon,
You said Garlington and Moncton.
You didn't hear me say Shannon?
No.
Yes.
That
Let's take
they
a break.
was to include.
Hang on. Let's just take
They're
our
getting spicy.
mid-afternoon break right now.
They're getting spicy. They need a timeout. They get real Jerry Springer in here. Yeah, this what y'all wanted. Put the ones in the chat. This what y'all wanted right here. Yeah, I know. Y'all like to see it get real Jerry Springer-ish. Here, go right here. They about to turn up right now for you. I know. I can see it on your face. You wanted that. Jerry.
Right,
Jerry.
Your Honor, what just happened was completely dishonest, disingenuous, misleading, and gross.
What?
And I objected, and I wouldn't have even thought about anyone doing this other than the fact that I've seen the prior behavior throughout this trial of this type of nonsense where we try to trick a witness into think we're saying they, meaning 3 people, and then try to convince the jury that we're somehow including my client Shannon when it's clear that the witness is not following. That's what we're talking about. And it's disgusting, and I don't know how we cure it, but I'm going to move for a mistrial. I think it was completely intentional. Obviously, it was calculated. Obviously, when I asked for clarification, I would think anyone seeking the truth would gladly clarify. I'm seeking the truth. I would gladly clarify. No, it's sheepish, grin, and then...
All right, I understand your objection, and I understand what you were saying past that objection. Miss Love, I think one thing that... No, you need to listen. I think that one thing that needs to happen is when an objection is made and you are given an opportunity to respond and I make a ruling, even if that ruling is, please clarify, that you then need to obey what my order is instead of continuing to argue.
Your Honor, when I ask for clarification and consideration, I believe that as an advocate and as a person who is actually representing the victims who have been victimized in this case and who is representing as much as actually more than an officer of this court, and I represent something, I believe that the state has as much right to express, to request, and to ask for consideration and for an allowance to ask the questions that it wishes to ask as the defense does. I believe, Your Honor, the objection that was made, and I understand what Mr. Shart said, but there are a couple of things at play here. One, Mr. Shart is well aware that Mr. Zachary has said that his client was with him. He has said it in the interview that I'm holding in my hand. He is not being honest with the court when he is claiming that Mr. Zachary had no idea what I was talking about. I literally said Shannon, Demikian, and Muntu, and I asked him how close he was with each of them.
Right, and then we went from that to his girlfriend, and then it was not unreasonable, and the objection could just be, vague, but it was not unreasonable to object to make sure that it was clear what the question was, who the they was in the question. And when I say clarify, that needs to be the end of it. And you need to ask a different question, rephrase the question, and let's move on. And there shouldn't be an issue with it.
Yes, Your Honor. If the state is not allowed to ask for clarification or consideration, that I
don't know what you mean by that.
Your Honor, when I ask...
A clarification of my ruling? Is that what you mean?
When I ask for permission beyond what the court has instructed, I did not know that I should not do that, so I won't do that anymore.
That's not what was going on. You're basically, it seems to say, I'm asking permission to do something other than what the court has just ordered me to do. And so if that's what it is, then no, you cannot do that. If you need clarification of a ruling, then of course you can ask that. And if you want reconsideration, then you can ask for that, but that does not need to go on in front of the jury. When I make a ruling, obey the ruling and move on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I really haven't heard any explanation for what happened. I think it was calculated. I'm moving for a mistrial. In the alternative, Your Honor, I do believe that there needs to be a curative instruction, or at least it needs to be clarified who they was. It doesn't matter what he said in the past. He lied in the past. I've already said that. I know what he said in the past.
All right.
But what he's testifying...
We don't know. You don't know that he lied. You don't know what the truth is and what the lie is if they are inconsistent. And there may even be a reason for that. Although if they're virtually diametrically opposed, there probably is not an explanation. But when you say he lied, we don't know that.
Okay.
Just like Miss Love doesn't know when he lied.
Well, I'll put it like this. Mr. Stillwell was never charged with those crimes. And Miss Love was not asking about what he said in 2015. She was asking about today.
I understand.
And today, he was clearly responding, they meaning Mr. Garlington, and, well, it's clear to me. I don't believe it's clear to the jury.
Don't talk while he's talking.
And I believe it needs to be clarified immediately because, of course, I will have an opportunity to cross, but I will probably not have an opportunity to cross for about 4 days. And I don't think we should be misleading the jury on direct.
All right, I'm going to look back at what the transcript says. Thank you. I mean, and Ms. Love, you may, given that there's now a motion for mistrial on the floor, in assertion that you did things purposefully, you may respond to that.
I vehemently object to the mistrial. I vehemently object to any mistrial, and I beg the court to look at the transcript and see what I said right before I asked him the people that I just mentioned. And I would ask that the court, I mean, if the court deems it appropriate that such language is gross and all of the disparaging remarks made by counsel for the defendants are appropriate, that's one thing. But I'd ask that the court limit that type of behavior, which is, you know, not becoming of officers of the court.
I agree with that. It is not becoming.
What? Didn't they team up?
All right, y'all can take a break if you want to. I'm going to take a look at this transcript.
They beefed and then teamed up at the end? That was crazy.
I know it's been ordered by the predecessor judge. I know it's been ordered by this court. I don't want to stand up and have to then say a mistrial and get a curative instruction if the mistrial is denied. That has to be just, in my opinion, just stayed away from. The fact that that gun was found, or a gun was found in Mr. Williams' home. So
okay.
I'm doing
May
it
I
now.
respond to that, please?
No.
Yes.
Your Honor, with respect to the pertinent part, which is the part about the gun being found at Jeffery Williams' home, and the assertion about the unlawfulness of the search, I won't even go back into that. But, Your Honor, as it pertains to who he gave those guns to, I believe that it is a valid question, and I will ask that the court instruct or allow me to speak to Mr. Zachary to tell him, don't say anything about where it's located, but I am going to ask him who he gave or who the guns were given to. The fact that it was found at Jeffery Williams' home doesn't mean he gave it to Jeffery Williams. And even if he did give it to Jeffery Williams' home, that doesn't imply or speak to the search of Jeffery Williams' home. So the state should not be precluded from putting before the jury the fact that Mr. Zachary purchased guns for other members of YSL and that he told detectives that he purchased guns for other members of YSL and which guns he purchased.
Okay.
So
yeah, all of that should be fair game. Where any gun was ultimately found, if it was found in a search that was suppressed, should not be gone into. And does this witness even know that it was found?
I don't know, but
anywhere?
because this witness can go off, I want to tell him before he gets, back in front of the jury to not. I don't think he does. I have not spoken with him about his knowledge of that search. So I want to instruct him when I ask him, who did he give the other one to answer only that question and not anything about where he thinks it might have been found, because I don't have it in, my head. He hasn't told me where he thinks it might have been found.
It would be really weird if he answers that, if you just say, who'd you give the gun to? But I mean, I guess better safe than sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry, but the court has heard testimony that is non-responsive all day.
I believe it's derivative evidence which has been suppressed. and the law enforcement officers after July 15, 2015 are asking Mr. Zachary about the search of Mr. Williams' home where that gun was found in his name. So I don't believe that it's a proper question because...
All right, hang on. He's already testified that he bought several guns from whatever that pawn shop was. So as long as your line of questioning is about that, then that's not derived from law enforcement finding them in the search, is it?
Right. No.
So
but I believe...
And that's why I want to ask and make sure. That's why I'm asking for the court's permission to just tell him, don't mention that.
I wouldn't suggest it to him if he doesn't. We don't think he already knows it. Just answer the question I ask you.
Judge,
yes.
He has not answered questions that I've asked him for the last hour.
All right,
and a half.
I will do that. What else?
The record, Your Honor, before the next question is asked, I believe I may have to renew my motion for a mistrial.
On with the one you just made?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for the record.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, that's...
Thank you.
It's getting crazy.
You meant something else just happened. Okay.
It's getting crazy.
Yes, you're just preserving it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get him out here.
Thank you, Honor. Mr. Zachary.
When just before we broke on the break and you told the jury who you are saying today was in the car with you on April 28, 2015, who is it that you are saying now was in the car with you?
Me, Garlington, and Sledge.
Okay. You,
Garlington and Sledge.
And Sledge?
Yeah.
Right. Today, is it your testimony that you three were the only people in that car?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you spoke about talking to detectives Gaither and Dennis back in August of 2015. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And before you spoke to them, you said that you had not spoken to them outside the room where you were interviewed, correct?
No.
Okay. No, you hadn't spoken with them.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So had either one of them told you or given you any indication that they wanted you to do anything other than give them information that they could confirm or deny?
What you mean by that?
I'll change it.
Fumble.
When you talked to detectives Gaither and Dennis, did they ask you about shootings that had happened in the city of Atlanta between January 10th, 2015 and the time that you were talking to them in August?
Yes.
And when you talked to them, did you tell them information about those shootings?
Yes.
All right. Which shootings did you tell them information about?
About April 28th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And as it related to April 28th, who did you tell them was, first of all, what did you tell them happened on April the 28th?
I don't know. I was just making up stuff as I go.
Hey, Curtis in the chat, don't worry about Miss Love neck. That neck is mine.
Okay. Now, is it your testimony today that you just made up everything that you told them about April 28th?
Yes.
And do you know whether, did they confront you with anything after you gave them information about April the 28th?
What you mean confront me with?
For instance, if you said a light was red and it was green, would they ask you or challenge you?
I had already knew what had been said before. So
What
I knew
are you
what to
talking
say.
about?
You somehow, them, the police, I had already knew what was said to them before I even said something to them.
Okay, let's talk about that. What do you mean you already knew what was said before to them?
I had already knew.
I'm going to object. This is potentially opening the door for hearsay, I believe.
Your Honor, potentially. Without saying what someone else said, what do you mean you already knew when? What are you talking about?
I had already knew that somebody else had already told them about the shooting.
Okay. So how, I'm sorry, let me ask you this. Were you present when someone else told them about a shooting?
No, someone told me.
All right. When did someone tell you?
When they got out of jail.
All right. I'm asking, do you know a month or a year?
I told you, 2015.
Okay. And is the person who told you something they told police about the shooting Demekion Garlington?
Your neck is mine.
Yes.
All right. Now, is there a time frame that you believed Demekion Garlington told police these things?
I didn't know he got out of jail. He told.
Don't tell what he said. Just, do you have a time frame?
2015.
Do you know when in 2015 he supposedly told police certain things?
I didn't know it when he got out of jail.
Okay. Now, did those things that he told police, that you believed he told police, did they involve you?
Yes.
All right. So when you first told police about the April 28th shootings, were there more than one?
Yeah.
How many shootings were there?
Like 2, 3.
How many? Tell the jury where you all went after you got picked up.
For clarity's sake, I'm just going to ask you all.
Judge, he's already asked. Go ahead and clarify.
Are we talking about the same people you just told the jury was in the car with you that picked you up?
It's not the same people you asked me about.
Okay, and what people are they?
Garlington and Schlid.
Okay, so where is it?
Yo, just to let y'all know, the dude he said he was closest to told on him. They told on each other. So I don't know how that worked. The dude he said he ran a play with, they told on each other. I promise. Both the little D's. Yes, this little D from Cleveland and the other little D is Demekion Garlington. Right? And they told on each other. I promise.
That you are saying today that you all went after Garlington and Sledge picked you up?
To get my girlfriend car. To get my girlfriend.
Okay. To get your girlfriend from what location?
My cousin's house.
Where?
Campton.
All right. And did you do anything between the time from leaving where you were on Cleveland Avenue at the BP to your girlfriend's house or to your girlfriend's location on Campbellton?
No.
All right. How long did it take you to get from the BP to Campbellton?
I don't know.
All right. Generally speaking, is it like an hour or more like 15 or 10 minutes?
Like 20 minutes.
Thank you. When you got to Campbellton, did anyone else join you in the car?
No.
Where did you all then go after leaving Campbellton?
To the west side.
Where on the west side?
I don't know them streets.
Whose house were you going to?
Somebody that had shot at my cousin's house.
Somebody what?
Who had shot at my cousin's house. We going to their house.
And whose house was that?
I don't know.
So how did you determine where you all were going to go?
It wasn't even just, it's like when we get out of the freeway, we saw that car and we followed the car.
What car did you all follow?
A car that shot at my cousin's house.
And describe the car for the jury.
I don't remember the car.
Was it a pickup truck, a regular sedan?
I think it was a car.
With 4 doors, 2 doors?
Yes.
All right. Which one?
4.
All right. And did you believe you knew who was driving the car? Are you thinking?
Yes, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't remember who was driving the car.
Okay. At the time, did you know or believe someone in particular was driving the car?
I can't remember.
Okay. So, as you sit here today, is the car parked in front of a house when you all see it, or is it driving?
It's driving.
And what do you all do? Follow it?
Yeah.
How far do you all follow it?
Not that far. About like 3-4 minutes.
Do you follow it to a house?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Martin Luther King?
Yes.
All right. Are you familiar with where the Atlanta University Center is?
No.
Are you familiar with Morris Brown College?
No.
Spelman, Morehouse, anything like that? Okay. Do you know whether you followed the car to the Martin Luther King area of Atlanta?
I don't remember. I just know it was from we got out freeway, like 3-4 minutes.
What now?
When we get out freeway, like 3-4 minutes.
What exit did you all get off?
MLK.
You did get off at MLK?
Yeah.
All right. And what did you all do after you got off the expressway at MLK?
Follow the car.
Right. And where did you follow it to? I don't need the address. What happened when the car got to the house?
I started shooting at the car.
All right. Had the occupants of the car gotten out of the car when you started shooting at
Yes.
it? Did you see the occupants get out of the car?
Yes.
All right. And were the occupants standing outside the car or inside the house when you started shooting at the car?
They were walking towards the house.
Okay. And what kind of house was it? A standalone condo apartment?
It's a house.
Was it a brick house?
I don't remember.
All right. And how many people had gotten out of the car?
Just me and Carlson.
No, I'm asking you. I'm sorry. I should be clear. The car you all were shooting at, how many people had gotten out of it?
Like 4, 3, something like that.
Were they all males, all females, or a combination?
Males.
All males? Okay. Now, did you know which of those males or all of those males had supposedly shot at your cousin's house?
I was high. I don't remember. I just know when we pulled up, they were shooting at our house.
Oh, so you saw them shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you what has been admitted as State's Exhibit 6KK. And if you recall, or if it looks familiar to you at all, would you tell the jury? And if not, let the jury know, okay? All right. Does any part of that house in front of the white car look familiar?
I don't remember.
Okay. So what kind of gun did you use to shoot at the car? Did you shoot at the house too?
Sure, I shot. I just know I shot.
Okay. What kind of gun did you use to shoot?
I don't remember. I just know I had a gun. About
Okay.
3 on.
Did you have all 3 of them in your hands at one time?
Nah.
All right. So how many did you have in your hands while you were shooting?
1, I think.
Was it a long gun or a short gun?
It was the gun I got caught with. It was short.
Okay. Did it shoot short bullets or longer bullets?
Long bullet.
Long bullets? Okay. Do you have any idea how many shots you fired?
No.
All right. So what made you stop firing?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did the gun have a banana clip or some kind of long magazine?
I don't remember what kind of clip it had.
And then what did you do after you stopped firing?
Got in the car and pulled off.
What color was the car you were in?
I don't remember.
Okay. And where were the other occupants of the car when you got out and started firing?
A what car?
The car that you were in.
Me and Garlington got out. Shalette stayed in.
All right. So did you and Garlington both shoot at the house?
Yes.
All right. Did he have the same kind of gun that you had?
I don't remember.
Was he shooting, would you all switch guns or did you all have different guns?
Yeah, they own gun.
Okay. Where did you all go after that?
I don't remember.
What now?
I told you I went in and out of it at night.
Okay. Do you know Darren Mills?
No.
Do you know the name Darren Mills?
No.
Do you know the name Philip Collins?
No.
Do you know the name Philo?
Yes.
All right. How long have you known the name Philo?
Not that long.
When you say not that long, did you know Philo the name Philo in 2015?
Yes.
Did you know the name Philo on April 28, 2015?
Yes.
Did you know whether Philo had a child?
I don't know.
Did you know whether he had a girlfriend?
I don't know.
Did you know where Philo lived?
No.
All right. Now, how would you describe how you felt about Philo? Were you cool with Philo?
No.
Okay. Had you had conflicts with Philo?
No.
All right. Describe for the jury Philo best you can. You don't have to be too specific.
I don't remember him.
All right. Do you remember whether he was taller than you or shorter than you?
I don't remember that, Lord.
Okay. How did you know Philo?
I don't remember.
Well, why do you remember Philo?
You talking about how did I know him? I don't remember how I know him. I just remember the name.
But what do you remember about Philo to remember the name?
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how I remember nobody.
Okay. Now, when you said that earlier, did you say that you all shot up maybe more than one house, maybe one or two?
We probably think we shot up 2, yes.
Was one of them an apartment complex?
Yes.
Now, why did you go shoot up an apartment complex?
Told you. I was in and out of it that night. I was on drugs.
What now?
I was in and out of it that night. I was on drugs.
Okay. So what did that have to do with your going to shoot up an apartment complex?
I believe that whoever apartment complex, they shot up my cousin's house.
But I thought you said you followed the people that you saw shooting at your cousin's house to the standalone house that y'all shot up.
Like 3 or 4 of them in the car.
But I thought you said the car went to a house that you shot up.
They pulled off when we pulled off.
Okay. So
they got back in the car and pulled off.
And did you follow them to another place?
I think we bumped into them some late on that night or something.
Okay. And where did you bump into them later on that night?
I think it was still in the same area.
Okay. Was it the apartment complex or the house?
It was in apartments. It was in apartments.
Okay. I'm going to show you 62 CC, which has already been admitted as evidence. And I'm sorry, Lima. 62 Lima, LL. And see if you remember or if this area looks familiar to you. Okay. It's already been admitted. So just look at it. All right. And as we're pulling that up, do you remember anything at all about that apartment complex, beyond that it was an apartment complex?
No.
Okay. Now, when you say that you told Detectives Gaither and Dennis about that, when you first started talking about it to them, did you tell them that you were involved?
Shoot, I told them I was in the car.
Did you tell them at first that you were in the car?
However it happened, I pleaded guilty to it, so I don't know.
I'm not asking you that.
Are you going to use this exhibit?
Yes, and this is the exhibit 62 Lima Lima that's on the screen. Does that area look familiar to you?
No.
Okay. You can take it down. All right. So when you told the jury a moment ago that you told Detectives Gaither and Dennis what you did because you knew that Garlington had told them something?
I told you that already, though, before.
I understand. When you said that, do you know or did you believe that Garlington had said you shot up somebody's house?
He told me that he said I did.
Okay. Garlington, the one that you've been friends with for 20 years?
No.
All right. Did he tell you why he would say that?
I ain't else. I just laughed.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. So if you believe that Garlington told them that you did it, why did you deny doing it initially?
Because you're supposed to deny it.
Okay. Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis what you believed that Garlington had told them?
Yes, I put a mixer to it, though.
A what?
I twisted up a little.
What do you mean?
Shit, I added on what I wanted to add on.
What does that mean?
Try to make myself look innocent.
Okay, fair enough. So who else did you believe that Garlington had told shot up these people's houses?
What you mean?
Your Honor, that calls for hearsay.
I said,
You can.
I'll rephrase.
Okay.
All right. Who else did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis shot up these homes on April 28, 2015?
I don't know. Like 9 years ago.
Did you tell them that Moontoon shot up the houses?
No. I told him Moontoon was there. I never told him Moontoon shot my house.
Okay. Did you believe that Garlington had already said something about Moontoon?
Yes.
Overruled.
All right. And you, Moontoon, and Garlington were all equally close to one another during this time?
No.
Okay. Then describe if you all weren't.
Me and
equally...
Moontoon were closer.
You and Moontoon were closer? Okay. And so when you believed that Garlington said Moontoon did something, how did you confront him about it?
Front who, Garlington?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Now, if Garlington said that you and Moontoon shot up these houses, along with Garlington, was Garlington conveying something that actually had occurred?
Can't use a word I understand.
Which part didn't you understand?
Conveying.
Okay, thank you. Was he saying something that had actually happened?
Yes.
Okay. So then you just went in and told Gaither and Dennis what happened because you believed or knew that Garlington had already done it?
I knew, yes, I knew.
Okay. Now, did you ever tell Moontoon that Garlington had told on him?
I think he knew already.
I'm asking you if you ever told Moontoon that Garlington told on him.
No, I was just trying to like free Moontoon.
Okay. Were you? Okay. Did you also tell Gaither and Dennis, or rather, let me ask you this. When you did you try to tell them at first that you were not there?
Probably did. I don't remember. I think I did probably.
Do you remember they told you you were there? I have your phone records.
And then I think I told them that.
But yes or no, just that part first, okay? You can explain, I promise. Just, do you remember whether Gaither or Dennis told you, we know you were there because we got your phone records?
I think they did say that.
Okay. Now, did you want to say something else after that?
Yes, but when the phone came back, it went in my name, so they didn't have my phone name. And I already knew that.
Okay. What do you mean when the phone came back, it wasn't in your name?
When they tried to see whose name the phone was in.
Did they tell you they tried to see whose name the phone was in?
Huh?
Did they tell you that they tried to see whose name the phone was in?
I think my lawyer had already knew.
What?
Somebody told me.
Did they tell you before that interview?
Yes, when I got locked up for the May the 6th, when I got caught with a gun, I think they had said in the open court.
Okay. Did you think that the phone being in someone else's name would make it harder for the police to find out it was you who had done the shooting?
They ain't find out because of the phone.
I understand, but you mentioned they found out it was in someone else's name, right?
Yes.
So did you think that would make it harder for them to learn it was you?
Yes.
Okay. Whose name was the phone in?
I don't remember. I just know it went in mine.
Okay. You know what?
No, it wasn't in my name.
All right. I don't want to know your mother's whole name. I just want to know what it begins with.
K.
Okay. And that phone that you had at that time, what were is it one that you still have now?
No.
All right. So is it okay to ask you about the whole number?
No, you can't.
Why?
Because that's my mama's number.
Okay. So it's still your mom's number?
Yes, it was never my phone.
Okay. Give me the last digit of your mama's number.
3.
All right. How long has your mom had that number?
About 20 years.
All right. And
damn.
if I show you the first 6 numbers without publishing them of your mom's number, will you recognize it?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, I will, for purposes of this questioning, label this exhibit States 505 Yankee. And if anyone wants to see it, I will show it to them. Okay.
Tap the like button. I appreciate you being here.
All right. So, approaching with the court's permission.
You may.
Approaching you with states 505 Yankee, okay? That's this. I don't want you to call out any of these numbers. Were those the first 6 digits of your mom's number?
Yes, y'all thought that was my number?
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. And is this the number that you believe that they had the records?
No.
So your mother's number that she's had for 20 years, now you're saying that's not the number that they had the records to?
No, that's not the number.
Okay. So whose number did they have the records to?
I told you a cell phone that belonged to me, but was in somebody else's name.
So it was your cell phone?
Not that phone right there.
I understand. But the cell phone they had the number to was your cell phone?
Yes.
And you no longer have that cell phone?
No.
Does your mother have that cell phone?
She got the number you just showed me.
I understand. Does your mother have the cell phone that belonged to you but that was in someone else's name?
What the number? You show me the number.
You said your mother had one number, and this was it, right?
Can you show me the number so I can make sure? That number right there, yes, that's her number.
Did she have any other? Is this the one she had for 20 years?
She got 2 phones.
Oh, she got 2 phones.
Yeah.
The second phone, what number does it end in?
I don't remember. It ain't on no more.
So nobody uses that number. Is that the number that you had that was in someone else's name?
No.
So let's stop talking about your mama's phones, okay? All right. So who had the phone?
That is funny.
Whose name was the phone in that you
John Doe.
John Doe. Okay. So now since nobody owns that number now, may I ask you the full number?
Yes.
All right. Did that number end in 5726?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, if the number was in the name John Doe and the police had that number, do you have any personal knowledge of how they learned or found out you were the one using that phone?
No.
All right. And I'm going to show you what I have marked as Stacy Exhibit 506 Yankees. And if anyone wants to see it, I'll let them see it.
If you're watching on the playback, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this spicy salamander, man. He was acting sick. Let me know in the comments, man.